read more about it and his book. So let us get straight. Who would like to go? Is enlightenment a choice? Can you choose to be enlightened? Can you like go to a supermarket and you can choose to buy a pizza?
Yes, Guruji, Kumar Swami here.
Yes, Kumar Swami.
Sir, enlightenment is not a choice; it is a compulsory, because among of all the living beings, the human, he has got a intellect and has a willpower, and our human body is meant only for the gateway of enlightenment for all this property. So, what I mean to say is, this human life is not a choice for living normal life. It is a compulsory for realization. Is my intention, my opinion. Stating these three properties: the intellect and free will, and moreover, you are having a body of the human body. So according to these three factors, it is must for going, because when you are going to get against this body, we don't know. So this is, we got a body for realization only. This is my intention of idea.
So what you're saying is it is a must. But while you're saying it is a must, why is it that 99% of the people in this world are not enlightened?
But because the ignorance, nobody taught them. Say what the people may not be knowing all those things, but known people at least should know, follow this.
Okay. So yesterday, because the discussion became a little intense, we decided to continue today. So what do you all think? I mean, for you, each one of you, is enlightenment a choice? Each of you, please give me your thought. Is it do you have a Yes, Komal, please. Follow Komal.
हम लोग ऑलरेडी इस रास्ते पे चल चुके हैं. We have jumped into the ocean. There is no way to look back. It is always best to go forward. To go forward, we have to take us care of some points, such as concentration, time. There is no time for us. We have to reach our goal. So being in the ocean, we cannot go back. We have to go forward.
Amazing answer. Thank you, Komal. I mean, a really fantastic answer. Look, see, that's why I extended this session for one more day. See what Komal says. Komal says, once we have jumped in the ocean, now there is no option. We have jumped in the ocean. We've got to swim. We have to cross the shore.
Yes.
If we had not jumped in the ocean, maybe we are struggling in samsara. Maybe we'll live and we'll die. But now that you have tasted, if Komal is saying, I have tasted enlightenment, if once I have the taste, how can I not go for? I cannot. I cannot.
I agree, sir.
So this is what Komal is saying. Not you. I think you've given a very amazing perspective, Komal. That my dear friends, to the world, 99% of the world thinks enlightenment is a fancy word. They think enlightenment is a difficult word. They think enlightenment is not easy. But the fact is that enlightenment is not an option. What Rekha said yesterday, enlightenment is not an option. I have to be enlightened. There is no option. How can I not be enlightened? So over to you. I want more perspective. Thank you, Komal, for a fantastic perspective. Karan Singh. Yes, Karan Singh.
Yeah. Actually, I have a question.
Yes.
Sir, I have the question for the enlightenment seekers, or I could say spiritual seekers. There are two worlds. I could say one is enlightenment world or materialistic world. Both. How to balance both? How to balance cope up with this?
No, there is no balancing. First of all, there is no enlightenment world and materialistic world. Sorry, there's only one world.
No, sir. In the I would say in the inside of our heart.
Please understand, just because it's day and just because it's night, it does not mean there are two worlds. Okay. The world goes from now it is night, and when the sun rises, it becomes day. So when there is enlightenment, it's just that the sun has risen and the world has become bright. So
that I realize, I feel, but how to in the people's how do I get got to
What
understand that?
please speak louder, please, Karan.
That I know, you know, I realized, but how to when we are in the normal world or in any part of the world, people are not enlightened. So
No, we don't worry about people.
there is a two powers. I think both are same. I think, but how to counterbalance those two words when we are dealing?
No, Karan, we are not worried about the 99% of the world that is not bothered. We cannot be worried about them. We are worried about the 1% that is on this call. We want that 1% to reach enlightenment. And the enlightenment or the spiritual world is not another world. It is the same material world. In one world, the mind, which is a monkey, the mind is a monkey. It's constantly making us sink in the material world. The mind is creating misery. The mind is creating trouble. The moment you reach a state of consciousness, the mind disappears. It does not mean it's two different worlds. It's the same human being, Karan. It may be Karan with a mind and Karan with the intellect. It is not two Karans. It is not two people. It is one person. Whether the mind is in command or the intellect is in command. If the intellect is in command, then there can be enlightenment. If the mind is in command, there cannot be enlightenment.
But sir, how to? Okay.
Sudeep Bhargava, please.
Shivam sir.
Shivam, Sudeep.
So just one question that I had, one perspective that I had, there's a huge majority of people who do not even know about enlightenment. So they've not even heard about this. So they are only towards the materialistic goals and achievements.
Yeah.
There are some people who know enlightenment, they want to get enlightened. I want to know how can the fourth factor come into the picture and stop them from getting enlightened? They want, but they don't because of that fourth factor.
The fourth
How can fourth factor help you on the other hand?
The fourth factor does not stop enlightenment.
Okay.
The fourth factor is only a factor that influences the results of actions. Which means that if you are trying to live in this material world, the fourth factor encourages enlightenment. The fourth factor does not stop it. The fourth factor is the grace of SIP.
Yes.
The fourth factor, therefore, we should never believe that the fourth factor is going to come in between. No, the fourth factor is not interested in stopping enlightenment. The mind is interested in stopping enlightenment. The fourth factor is a divine factor. The fourth factor is the factor of the law of karma.
Yes.
The fourth factor is SIP. The fourth factor can only support. It cannot stop.
Okay, that's what my doubt was. Fine,
Thank you.
fine. Thank you.
Ajitek, thank you, Sudeep. Ajitek Dada, please. And I'm looking for more interesting perspectives on this question. Is enlightenment a choice?
शिवम सर,
शिवम अजितेक,
हाँ जी सर, इसके बारे में नहीं बोलना था, कुछ पूछना था आपसे।
पूछिए।
हाँ जी सर, ये प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है कि घर में चूहे बहुत हैं, घर साफ है, मेरी इंटेंशन ये है कि उनको मैं किल ना करूं। घर में केज भी रखा हुआ है, दो तीन केज रखे हुए हैं। वो जैसे 2-3 केज में चूहे आते हैं, उनको मैं थ्रो कराता हूँ बाहर जाके, बाहर किसी कहीं पे जहाँ पे है। फिर सर उसके बाद फिर चूहे आ जाते हैं, बहुत चूहे। तकरीबन इस साल में सर तकरीबन 50-60 चूहे आ चुके केज में। तो सर अब परेशान हो चुका हूँ कि क्या इसका सलूशन निकाला जाए।
तो आप ये गाना गाओ, बोलो ये चूहा है माया, कुछ भी सच तो ना। ये सुनो, ये चूहे जो है ना, ये चूहा भी तो प्रभु है ना। ये जो चूहा है, the rat that you see, Bridget, चूहा means rat, small Mickey Mouse. So the rat, Ajitek, is also a manifestation of the divine. Now it is troubling you, who I think Kaumudi last time brought the same subject of chūha, and then the garden outside her house, she has the plants and they're coming and eating the roots of the plants. So now, Ajitek, you have to protect yourself. You please protect yourself, but don't get paranoid. Na, ye drama hai yaar. Chūha 50-60 chūha aayenge. Keep it clean, keep phenyl, keep some cages. Chūhe aate hain, pakad ke chhod ke jao. The rat should not stop you from realizing God as SIP. Hamara focus, all these things are not the primary focus areas. We need to focus on enlightenment.
सर
We do
ये
not
है
have
कि
to. हाँ.
सर इसमें अब ये रहता है कि चूहे हैं, कुछ खाना पड़ा रहता है तो उनको खाना चाहिए होता है तो खाने में वो मुंह मारते हैं।
हाँ.
तो ये प्रॉब्लम सर अब हो रही है कि
अरे आप
क्या
चूहे को भी खिलाओ ना यार, क्या प्रॉब्लम है? चूहे के लिए खाना रखो बाहर, नॉट इन योर हाउस, आउटसाइड। चूहे के लिए रखो खाना, बोलो प्रभु तुम चूहे के रूप में आके खाना खा के जाओ। क्या होगा? चूहा थोड़ी तुम्हारे को मार देगा, चूहा थोड़ी सांप है। द रैट इज नॉट ए स्नेक, इट कैन नॉट किल यू। सो Ajitek, don't take it too seriously, Ajitek. That's all my subject to you. Try to bypass it. Look at the larger picture. Okay, Ajitek?
ओके, थैंक यू
Thank you.
सर।
Tanu Chopra.
शिवोम।
Thank you. Shivoham. Tanu Chopra.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivoham Tanu, bolo.
Guruji, I wanted to ask you that is our death predetermined already?
What is a?
Is our death predetermined?
No. No. Death is not predetermined. Death is a consequence of your prarabdha karma which you brought, and your agami karma is your present actions. So suppose for simple thing, I'm asking you a question. If you forget to use your common sense and you walk into the main road where the trucks are passing by, you think you'll be alive for long in a dark night, or you'll be hit and you'll be killed?
I'll be hit and I'll be killed.
Then that means your present actions are responsible for causing your death. Maybe if it is not your time of death, the truck will hit you and you will be lying in the hospital bed for 20 years. That is a different matter. So all I'm saying is death is not predetermined. For example, many people think marriage is predetermined. Many people think marriages are made in heaven to be suffered on earth. No, it is not necessary to believe that this is just people use these quotations. How can you say marriages are made in heaven? Because it is again to do with our agami karma. Just realize everything that is happening in our life is happening because of twin karma. Twin karma means one karma of the past which you cannot change, and second karma of the present which you can change. So it is always, we have a free will and we are not puppets. We are not puppets in this world. God has created us, SIP has created us in a manner where we are in control of our life. We must not believe that we are puppets. Then this world will lose meaning. Then we become like robots. We are not robots. God has not created this world to be a robotic world. Then we would all be machines. No, God has given us a free will. God has given us an intellect. I hope you're getting both the perspectives. Thank you. Who else would like to touch on? Shivoham? Thank you. Who else would like to touch the point on, is enlightenment a choice? Can you just choose to be enlightened?
Shivoham.
Shivoham?
Yes, I would like to say something.
Yes,
Last night I
Dasi.
went for dinner, and somebody and I shared the enlightenment issue to the person whom I spoke to. He
Yeah.
says he believes you need to get enlightened. You need the grace of God. I said grace is there already with all of us.
Yeah.
I don't know. So he listened to me, but I'm happy that you have shown me the path to enlightenment, which I'm practicing.
So Dasi, what you need to tell the friend of yours when he says like this, then if you
Yes.
need the grace of the divine, which we don't doubt, we all agree we need the grace of the divine, then how
Yeah.
does an individual effort work? That means God, even to be successful in life, you need to work, right? That means it's not just luck.
But he believes everything is God's will.
Yeah, this is the problem with religion. So what happens is religions make us believe that you just come to the temple and you just put money in the hundi, or you go to church and you pay 10% to the church, and then God's will happen. This is not correct, Dasi.
Yeah, you're right.
It is what the Buddha, you must ask him to read what Buddha said. Buddha said, Apo Deepo Bhava. Apo Deepo Bhava means you have to light your own light. To be enlightened, you must light your own light.
That's true.
Huh?
You
So-
see, to be very frank with you, Shivani, I've been hearing also in the past
Yeah.
and she says that this we are Shakti-shali Atma hu, and plus remote control is in our hands.
So therefore,
Therefore, we have to do the right action. We have a free will.
absolutely. Nothing in this world is without, everything is action and reaction. In this world, in fact, my new book is just out. I'm happy to give you all the new book. It came today. It's called Life is Karma. We just got it printed today. So everything in this world is action. What you do comes back to you. You can't get apples on the tree because of God's will. You get apples on the tree because of the seed you plant. That's how, that's the law of nature, Dasi. So we have to, and Dasi, we can't convince everybody, but we will tell them, and then it's up to them to decide
No,
to accept.
I'm not because we happen to speak about it, but I'm not trying to convince, because I have to convince myself, and I'm practicing.
Yeah. The only thing is, let us not undermine the importance of the grace of God. The grace of God is paramount. We don't deny the grace of God is very important, but God's grace, Dasi, the reason why he says that, Dasi, he doesn't
Yeah.
understand that God is within. The kingdom of God is inside him. He doesn't realize that. You
Exactly.
know that, right? You know that the Shivoham, you know that Shiva is not far away. Shiva is inside you.
Inside us, yes.
So why do you need everybody? Without the grace of God, we would be dead. We would not be able to breathe.
So everything is a stage of enlightenment. Every growth
It's an
keeps it's a different angle to growth.
It's an evolution. It's an evolution. You keep on evolving, like you go from kindergarten to school to university. Unfortunately, we do that in our education, but we don't do that where spirituality is concerned. Somebody told us to pray to Shiva or Ganesha, and we did that from the time we were 10 till the time we were 80, till we hit the grave. And we forgot to realize God is inside.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dasi. Next question, please.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste, Rajan.
Guruji.
Bolo.
Namaste, Guruji. In my opinion, definitely enlightenment is a matter of choice.
Very good.
Then only that is why we are here. We choose this path. Otherwise, it will happen just like winning a lottery. No, it is not possible. It is a matter of choice. It is not a matter of chance.
So you are absolutely right. Just now, Dasi was talking the same thing, no? Just now you were saying,
I heard.
The same thing what Dasi spoke, you're saying it, but you're saying in a different perspective. Now let us quickly understand what the friend of Dasi told him. The friend of Dasi told him, enlightenment is the grace of God. What do you mean by grace of God? Grace of God is on everybody, right?
Yes, it is there.
You have to work. Enlightenment means you have got to put an effort. And what you're saying is the same thing. You're saying that enlightenment cannot happen by chance. Let me explain one. You're a professor, so I'm going to give you a professor answer. I'm going to make you understand one thing.
Yeah.
Can a small child be enlightened who is 4-year-old, 6-year-old? Can a child be enlightened?
I'm not sure whether.
Okay, now I'm telling you, it's just like asking whether a child of 4 years can drive a car.
No.
That you know the answer. A child of 4 years cannot fly a helicopter.
No.
Because the child's brain has not evolved and has not learned the meaning of synchronization between hand and brain and heart and head, and has not been able to read the meters and to understand certain things. For example, speed. For example, the brake, the accelerator. So, Rajan, a child of 4 to 6 years cannot be enlightened because that child has not learned the meaning. And therefore, again, as a professor, ex-professor, a retired professor, I'm saying that we need to evolve on the journey. We need to choose. We need to work hard. We need the grace of God, but the grace of God is also an effort that we do through our prayer, through our faith. And all this is the recipe. Enlightenment is a recipe. For example, if you want to make pav bhaji, you cannot just make pav bhaji with tomatoes because it looks like it's orange bhaji, but it's not orange bhaji. Mataji, Mataji, sirf tomato se pav bhaji ban sakta hai?
Nahi.
Nahi ban sakta. No. So I am not a cook, unfortunately, But I know when I see them making pav bhaji, he puts the tomatoes, then he puts onion, unless it's a Jain pav bhaji, then he puts the aloo, then he puts the green peas, then he puts the chaat masala, then he does like this and like this and like this and like this and like this, and then only you can. And the most important, Ashok Nichani, what's the most important he puts in the pav bhaji?
It's fine.
Butter.
Butter. Now, Ashok Nichani loves. If you don't put butter in your pav bhaji, then it cannot work. So, like butter is the grace of the guidance of the Guru. For
Good.
example, if you don't have guidance of the Guru, then in your pav bhaji there is no butter, means then your pav bhaji will not taste proper. So you need a recipe. You need a recipe, and you need A plus B plus C plus D, and then only you will be able to get to enlightenment. Thank you, Rajan. Who else would like to?
Guruji,
Guru Mataji, bolo.
Guruji, what I am going to say, you may not agree, but still I want to keep my point.
Ah.
9.5 years back, we came to Bangalore. We were staying in Delhi, but we came here, and we came for good because we came in contact with you. For 6 months, I was hearing that Monday bhajans are there, but I could not come to you. Then once we were going through that road, so I went near the mandir and asked him, I have heard bhajans are there. What is the time on that? He told me it is from 10:45 to 12. So we came to you. For the first time I heard your bhajans, I was so impressed. You left a mark on my heart. So we regularly started coming. If I had not come to temple and could not have come in contact with you, though we were religious minded, but still it became more prominent when we came in contact with you and we started walking on the journey. And now it has become a habit that we cannot live without attending Askar and Monday bhajans. If somebody like me, other people who are not in contact with you, then they cannot come to know that they have to be enlightened. I feel here I agree. I have a different point of view that if chance is given to other persons also, they will also come on this path. They will follow this path, I am sure.
But why do you think people are not coming on this call and getting touched by the touch of enlightenment? Then what is stopping people to come on this call?
Guruji, sometimes you see, कहते हैं ना तिनके को सहारा चाहिए होता है, वही बात होती है. अगर कोई कांटेक्ट में आ गया आप जैसे गुरु के पास, तो वो श्योर एनलाइटनमेंट के पाथ पर चल पड़ेगा.
So Mataji, point one, it also depends on karma. You know, point one, sometimes karma leads you to a circumstance. Sometimes it's not karma, it is the grace of God, which means you pray to God so much it comes there. And sometimes it's your own passion, it's your own seeking. Sometimes it is mumukshutva. Mumukshutva means everything's, and it's not the same for everybody. For example, you came onto this path through bhajan, but somebody else, Bridget, did not come through bhajan. Bridget came, I don't know how Bridget came on this call. I don't know. Bridget, how did you come on this call, Bridget? Just to come back to Mataji's point. How did you come on this call?
I find you in 2014, and because I see RVM cut, and day after year I looking for your cut, and I find this.
So you are following the quote from 2014.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Do you see, Mataji? Dekho.
It's God. It showed me the way to go through you.
So it's not easy, right? She's following the quotes of our quote from 2014. And then suddenly in 2019-20, she caught onto the call. From last year, Bridget is coming on the call. So it is a combination. But the point is this. Today is very beautiful. Again, this session is very interesting. Point one, is enlightenment a choice? So Mataji, what you're saying, it's a choice, right? In a way, it's a choice because you chose to come to the temple. But you're also saying it's not a choice because some people don't have a choice of coming and being on this call. So you are giving a dual opinion. You are saying for some people it is a choice and for some people...
Yes.
But the point is this:
30 to 7.
that
7, but not 7, 7 to 5, 10
everybody-
minutes. Yeah.
not everybody's fortune that they can just be touched by the light of enlightenment. It is not everybody's fortune.
Shivoham here.
Yes,
I want to share my view and thoughts.
yes, Rekha.
I also came through options, and then I got engrossed, but I got little enlightenment only here. I was also very only religious, but the true meaning of life I got in Mandir, Shiv Mandir. It was my choice, but your bhajans helped me to stick on to this Mandir. Like every Monday, I had the urge to come there. So that's how I have come into this spiritual journey.
So this bhajan you're
It's my
saying,
choice.
it's not my bhajan, it is your bhakti. It is my bhajan is just a method, it is just a instrument. But your bhakti, please understand, it is your deep devotion for God.
Yes, it is my deep devotion for God, but I've heard many people's bhajans, but your bhajans have that true meaning of the realization of life.
Yeah, but why is it that
what is our goal?
Why is it that many other people who are listening to the same bhajans are not inspired? Why are you inspired?
That's why bhakti and choice is there.
So without a choice, see, it's a very again, as I said, it's very beautiful. So you need to make a choice.
Yes,
and
we need to make a choice.
Like Komal said, once you jump into it, you can't jump out of it, because if you jump out of it, for example, once you are touched by this beautiful journey of enlightenment, you can't leave. You cannot leave because nothing will taste good.
No, it doesn't.
Because Ravi,
Yes,
may I request that you should give the idea of enlightenment to the whole world. That's my
that's what is his goal.
Because I was not aware myself.
So Dasi, and Dasi, just to make it to a very humorous thing, enlightenment is a 5,000-year-old subject, Dasi.
Yeah, but I was not aware.
Yeah, you're not aware because
somebody last night also my friend over dinner, he did not know enlightenment, and I was just brokenly I was mentioning.
So it's very sad, Dasi, that the world doesn't know the meaning of enlightenment. Isn't it very sad? And what we are living a life. It is just like a bird forgetting to fly because it does not know it has wings. Imagine a bird has got wings, but it doesn't open its wings all its life because it did not realize it has wings to fly.
But Ravi, maybe so. But the question is, I've been hearing YouTube various lectures, and let me be honest to you that this is the first time that the enlightenment issue has come up.
Yeah, because a lot of people confusing us, Dasi. There are so many people talking so many other things which confuse us and take us round and round in circles, Dasi. So that is another problem.
Okay, maybe so.
You agree, right? You listen to 5 different people and you have got 10 different opinions. So what do you believe in, Dasi?
Yes, but I feel somehow, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel the world doesn't know. Half the world doesn't know. So therefore, if you can educate the people, it's fine, it's better. I would think so.
So 2022, we have finished releasing 50 books. So 2022, the mission is take this message to the world. So hopefully in 2022, we will take this message to the world. That is the goal for 2022.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dasi. Thank you for your suggestion and your blessing.
Thank you.
Who else would like to?
I also, Guruji, thank you very much. My views were also the same. कि जो नहीं है इस बात पर वो भी आए.
So I think it's time now. Kiran, हम इतने busy थे in, we finished writing 1260 bhajans.
Kiran नहीं.
Ru Mataji. I love that. Now that shows I told you are PhD. You are the spirituality. You हमारे group में. She caught me. I said Kiran. She said, no, I'm not Kiran. I'm Ru Mataji. So that is that shows you know what that shows, Ru Mataji. That is the presence of consciousness. What you caught me just now shows you are having a presence of consciousness. Ashok Chotwani, you understand what happened? She caught me just now. I told Kiran, she said, no, I'm not Kiran. I'm Ru Mataji. Okay. Good. Anybody else would like to say something before we close?
And one more point.
Yes. Bolo Kiran. Bolo Rekha.
If we listen to someone else's lectures, they still misguide you. Like they take you back into this worldly stuff. They tell you religious matters and they make you you follow superstitions.
So therefore you have to be very cautious.
That's why your lectures or whatever your preachings, never do that. Your only goal is that we get moksha.
Yeah. So therefore, instead of doing too much preaching, we come live on this call. And live on this call, there can be no humbug, right? Live on this call is straightforward. You are talking to me, I'm answering you on the spot. There is no preparation, there is no manipulation, there is nothing. It's straight. You ask me, I give you the answer. So that is the beauty of an Ask Air session. And that is why we give it so much importance every day. We try not to miss it. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, but the call is on. And day after tomorrow will be New Year, but the call is on. There is no day except I'm on a plane when there is no signal. Then only I say there's no call. Because my commitment, my goal is to help you reach yours. If you want happiness,
I'm very grateful to have you Air as my guru. I'm very grateful.
I am not a guru. I am just your das. So my Guruji taught me this, that I am not a guru. And I am just a servant I am your humble das. And I am here to help you what to achieve, whether you want happiness or you want peace or you want purpose. Like my Guruji, Dada J.P. Vaswani, he was such a humble person. He was such a divine soul. So he led me on the path and he taught me that the purpose of life is to help people achieve the purpose of life. And that is what we are doing, my dear friends, on this call. And every day. Girish, you want to say something, Girish?
Thank you, Ed.
Yes, thank you.
Shivoham.
Shivoham, Girish.
The choice will have to be first made to walk the path.
Yes.
And while walking on the path and during ek baar nahi, 100 baar nahi, patthar ko marta jata ho. During that time when patthar is not tooting, we have to make another choice, not to leave. Choice has to be made continuously till the patthar breaks.
Amazing. So Girish, when I was a kid, I read this quote, Girish. It's in English, it says, when nothing seems to work, I go and look at a stone cutter hammering at his rock. When nothing seems to work, I go and look at a stone cutter hammering at his rock. One blow, a second blow, 100 blows, and not a sign on the rock. And then on another blow, the rock cracks into two. And then he knows it was not that blow that did it, but all that went before. It was not that blow that did it, but all that went before. So Girish, you are right. Ek baar nahi, 100 baar nahi, patthar ko marta jata wo, आस्था भरे हाथों से वो ये कार्य करता जाता वो, कुछ भी नहीं फिर भी होता पत्थर का कर्तक देखा हमने, पत्थर तोड़ना पूजा माना, बड़ी देर हुई मगर उसने विश्वास के साथ न हार माना. How beautifully Girish learned the bhajan and how beautifully Girish repeated the bhajan. So my dear friends, understand that on this call, you don't come just to listen to me. You come to listen to everybody's questions, and you come to listen to everybody's interactions and answers and participation. Because remember, there is not one SIP, but all of us. Each one of us is a particle of SIP. Atmatra is a particle of SIP. Each one of us is a particle of SIP, and each one of us participates and contributes and helps in this journey of enlightenment. And ultimately, you just have to switch on the light. You have got to switch on. Don't be in the dark go down of yours. If you are in the dark go down, it may look like a dark go down. It may be a showroom of diamonds, but the showroom of diamonds is not visible because the light is off. You need to switch on the light to see the diamonds, my dear friends. You need to switch on the light to be enlightened. And the light is to see that the divine is within. The power of the divine is inside. May we meet day after day, and may we move forward on this irrevocable path. May we move forward making the right choice every day. May we kill the monkey mind, the rascal mind, which manipulates us. Constantly the mind is trying to kill us. Remember this, many people don't come back on this call because the mind has killed them. And then I feel sad that they have been victims of the rascal mind. But we must kill the mind before the mind kills us. And we must love the divine. We must love SIP, and we must seek enlightenment. Because more important than achievement and success and name and fame, more important than contentment and fulfillment is the ultimate goal of enlightenment, liberation, nirvana, moksha, mukti, which will give us eternal bliss, divine love, and everlasting peace. I look forward to your divine presence tomorrow, not at 8, but at 7:30. Yes, we are closing. Who wants to say something? We are just about to close.
Shivam Sirji, one request.
Yes.
One request. Be New Year, 2 lines of a bhajan for the New Year.
Today? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. Shivoham. Look forward to
Sure.
seeing you tomorrow.
Can I say something?
Shivoham, tomorrow, please. Time is already up.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.